Mother's Best Flour brings you Hank Williams.
I got me a feeling called the blues, oh Lord, since my baby said goodbye. Lord, I don't know what I'll do, 'cause all I do is sit and sigh. Oh Lord, couldn't wait.
Millers of Mother's Best Flour, Mother's Best Farm Feeds, and Mother's Best Self-Rising Cornmeal bring you the one and only lovesick blues boy, Hank Williams, the Mother's Best Music Makers, and yours truly, Mother's Best little old boy.
Cousin Louie Buck.
And I mean, I'm a good one today, fellas.
Albert,
I'm behaving myself.
the king
like
of the grass cutters. You
That's
feeling
me.
good this morning?
I'm a grass mowing man.
Yeah.
Hate that grass.
How
cut.
lazy can you get?
That's what I say.
Done got him a motorcycle with a seat on it and sit up there and just ride and let the machine work. I'm telling you now, ain't he a wheel, huh? He'll be a pulley by next week, won't he?
I wouldn't say that, fellas.
Good to see you, Luigi.
Wouldn't say that.
Good to see you, buddy. You feeling good?
Feeling tolerable.
Get
I
your
feel
exercise
better.
yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. How about you boys singing me a song? I feel a whole lot better.
Gonna do it, Louie. Here's one that we just done here not long ago for MGM Records, and it looks like it's gonna be a good one.
What's that?
I can't help it if I'm still in love with you.
That's a good title. Let's hear it.
Today I passed you on the street, and my heart fell at your feet. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. There was another by your side, and he looked so satisfied. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. A picture from the past came slowly stealing as I brushed your arm and walked so close to you. Then suddenly I got that old-time feeling, and I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. It's hard to know another's lips will kiss you and hold you just the way I used to do. Oh, heaven only knows how much I'll miss you, and I can't help it if I'm still in love with you.
Yeah, that's a good tune. Yes, sir, read it.
I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. You know, ladies, when a woman buys cornmeal, I think she should ask herself these three important questions. Now, the first, is this cornmeal absolutely clean? Two, will this cornmeal give my bacon that real fresh corn flavor? And three, is this cornmeal easy to use? Now, if you're buying Mother's Best cornmeal, the answer to all three questions is yes.
That's right, Hank. The answer is yes. Mother's Best is absolutely clean cornmeal. Yes, Mother's Best will always give your baking that real fresh corn flavor. And, of course, Mother's Best is easy to use. Now, let me give you the reasons for these answers, ladies. Mother's Best cornmeal is absolutely clean because it's thoroughly washed two ways, washed by water and washed by air. This is one reason why Mother's Best always gives your baking that real fresh corn flavor. Now you can buy Mother's Best cornmeal regular style, or for easier baking, use self-rising cornmeal. You haven't tasted anything use that self-rising. When you use self-rising, you don't have to add any salt, any soda, or any baking powder. They're already added in, exactly measured in to assure the same perfect results and to save you time. So if you want cornmeal that's really clean, cornmeal that gives you baking that real fresh corn flavor, cornmeal that's easy to use, then ask your grocer today for Mother's Best cornmeal, either regular style or self-rising. It's guaranteed or your money back.
Yes, sirree. Mother's Best cornmeal. If all of our good users of Mother's Best out there could get to go down to Decatur and go in the mill down there, you'd understand why Mother's Best flour and meal and all that feed is the best.
Well, it's so clean down there, Hank, you could eat your breakfast right there on the floor.
Sit down on the floor there, buddy, and eat it.
Sure
I
could.
wished all you folks could go down and see that. You'd remember that for an awful long time. This Mother's Best flour has got to be so pure and fine until it'll go through a piece of silk before they'll put it in a sack and sell it to you. 2 pieces of silk. Remember, Mother's Best, when you get Mother's Best, no matter if it's meal, flour, feed, when it says Mother's Best, friends, you can take our word for it. It is the best. Mother's Best. Right now, Mr. Helms back here, all the way from New Brockton, Alabama. I don't know how he got up here. He'd be back down there if he could find his way back, but he can't find his way. Huh? Yeah. Somebody tied him to a wagon and brought him off up here. Dropped peanuts all the way up here, and he followed the trail. He never got back. Here he is, Donald Shag Helms. The pride of New Brockton or Elber, I don't know which, one of the two. He's got a little number here called the Panhandle Rag. Thank you, boys. That's fine. And let's tell you what let's do. Let's send that down to old jumping loudmouth Joe Rumore. Yeah. Down in Birmingham, Alabama.
I heard the other day that Joe had been in the hospital and had a appendectomy.
Yes. In other words, he had his appendix took out,
That's
didn't
what
he,
I
huh?
say. He's well by now, of course,
Oh,
but that happened. It happened here a week or two ago.
Yeah, he's back up there. He maybe won't eat so much now. Gets
That's
fat,
right.
huh?
That's right. He's getting
Back
too
up
fat
there now.
anyway.
Yeah. He's eating too much.
Eating too much, that's spaghetti.
Yeah.
Pastrami. Pasta bazoo.
We'll do this for Josephus down there in Birmingham. We hope old Joe is feeling good. Joe's got a world of friends down there. Joe also tells the folks down that part of the woods about Mother's Best.
Sure do.
I'll give you your guitar right shortly, if not quicker. Mine is broke down. Yeah, I got to pick two. I broke up my guitar this morning. I just come by and borrowed one and run off. Thank you, Jimmy. The box this morning is being furnished by Jimmy Self. The flog box, that is. It's all right, son. We just on the air, that's all. Friends, it's hymn time on our show now. We'd like to say thanks to you folks for your nice cards and letters. All the boys gathering around here's an awful pretty song, made famous by Roy Acuff here at the Grand Ole Opry. One of the prettiest hymns. Don, let's send this down to your mama, mine, Sam, your mama down there in Goodwater, all the mamas.
I'd
Sid?
like to send it too.
Yeah, send it down there to Florida. Jerry, let's send it out to your grandmother here in Nashville, too. Drifting too far from the shore. out on the perilous deep, where danger so silently creep, and storms so violently sweep, you're drifting too far from the shore. You're drifting too far from the shore. You're drifting too far from the shore. Come to Jesus today, let him show you the way. You're drifting too far from the shore. Today the tempest rolls high, and clouds overshadow the sky. Sure death is hovering nigh, and you're drifting too far from the shore. You're drifting too far from the shore. You're drifting too far from the shore. Come to Jesus today, let him show you the way. You're drifting too far from the shore.
Yes, sir, that is reasonable pretty there, fellas. Mother's best flour, ladies. That's the answer to the most delicious biscuits your family ever tasted. That's right, the cakes, biscuits, bread, and pastries you make with Mother's Best are extra fine, extra delicious every single time. Mother's Best is finest quality flour, milled for finest baking results, and every sack contains family-tested recipes, too. And it has a valuable coupon in the sack, too, for your complete set of lovely Roseanne silverware. Get Mother's Best enriched flour, plain or self-rising, but get some Mother's Best today, won't you?
Just gotta have that gal around. Her biscuits are so nice and brown. Her pies and cakes beat all the rest, 'cause she makes them all with Mother's Best. Mother's Best, I said Mother's Best.
That'll get it.
But friends, that clock has caught up with us. Boys, get your cheese hoops, your gourds, your bugles, and your banjos. We gotta continue on. Friends, being the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise twixt our house and here, we'll see you again in the morning. Catherine, put them Mother's Best biscuits in the stove, break them eggs in the skillet. Josephus, we'll eat biscuits and eggs and syrup in a minute. Goodbye.
Neighbors, getting pullets fully developed in time requires good care and a feed that contains all the essential feed elements in proper proportions. Mother's Best Growing Mash meets these requirements and then some. Mother's Best Growing Mash is rich in vitamins, minerals, and proteins, plus the extra kick of C87, the newest advancement in poultry feeding. Insist on Mother's Best Growing Mash with C87 for growing pullets into fully developed birds able to sustain high egg production. Here are two Mother's Best feed dealers in this territory. There's Niedergasses in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, and M.S. Hitchcock in Spencer, Tennessee. Now, till in the morning, this is Cousin Louis Buck speaking for Hank and all the boys saying the best of everything to you. And that's Mother's Best Flour, Mother's Best Feed, and Mother's Best Cornmeal.